I'm just here to normalise that it's completely okay if you're in your 30s, that you're single, that you aren't even looking to be dating, that you don't have children, that you don't own your own house, that you don't have a car, you've never even taken driving lessons. It's all okay. There is no timeline on life for you to achieve whatever it is by a certain age, by a certain milestone. You can do whatever you want with your life, and if you don't want to do any of those things, it doesn't matter. And I think we really need to normalize that it's okay to be different, it's okay to choose differently. And like, one of the most frequently asked questions that people get, or I get, especially as a woman, is, are you seeing anyone? Have you got a partner? Are you married? Like, are you dating? Like, do you not want to date? Why do you not want to date? Do you not want to settle down? Like, and it almost makes you believe that there's something wrong with you, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with you at all. I don't know why my glasses are steaming up, but there's nothing wrong with you at all. Like, you can choose whatever you want to do with your life. Like, if you're happy being by yourself, then you do that. Like, I've been through so much in my life, so much adversity, that I've gotten to know myself on a much deeper level. I've really had to do a lot of inner work, and I'm so comfortable being on my own now. Like, the actual idea of committing to anything freaks me out. Like, and it's not that I'm never gonna do that or I'm never gonna be with somebody, but it doesn't feel like it's something that I need. Like, it would be a bonus to share experiences with someone, but right now, like, I'm completely happy just doing my own thing and being me. I don't have my own house, I don't have a car, like, I don't have these things, and I'm completely okay with it. Like, I am fine with walking to places or getting the bus to places or the trains. Like, it's okay, and I think we need to normalise that it's okay to do those things, and not everybody's life has to look exactly the same. So if you are in a similar boat to me, then it's okay. Welcome to the club. And yeah, you get to just decide whatever it is that you want to do with your life, and that's okay. Like, you never need to justify why. Like, it's up to you. So sending you love.
Are you truly happy? Women usually have a lot of agency and power in dating when they're young, but it's accelerated. They typically live like superstars, but as time progresses and they're hypergamy, if they have had too many chads, Tyrones and rich guys play them, they might hit the psychological wall and become jaded of all men because of the apex fallacy, where they only elect the top guys as they get older. By the time they're 30 or so, they hit a biological wall. In retrospect, it can be seen as nature's way of karma, or the universe. All those rejections, snotty behaviors, and disrespect culminates, and it comes back to them. Note that this phenomenon primarily happens to westernized women. Other women from around the world don't usually experience the wall, since they usually have husbands. But most women will be single and childless by year 2033 in States. So my theory is on point. Let me count the ways why post-war women can't find men who want to commit. Of course, they'll still be approached, but only by young boys that want to use them for bedroom practice. 1. Some of these women start talking about commitment on the first date because they are now desperate to get married and have a family. Desperation combined with a demanding tone is a giant turnoff for many men. 2. Some of these women interrogate first dates with questions about past relationships, marriage, income, children, and job status. 3. Most post-war women are no longer fair, fit, firm, and fertile. Many are no longer friendly either. 4. Some of these women assume that it's alpha men's responsibility to man up and meet their needs as they get desperate to get married. In other words, apparently, a man who is chosen by a 30-something female owes her his love, support, loyalty, and of course, his genetic resources. 5. Some of these women act angry and entitled early in the dating period and wonder why there are no more dates, a red flag for sure. Post-war women endlessly criticize men in their 30s or 40s for desiring women in their 20s. But when these women were in their 20s, they dated men in their 30s and 40s who could spoil them with nice meals, wine, and jewelry. 7. Many post-war women have absolutely no interest or skill in being feminine or submissive, keeping a home, minding children, or anything else domestic. Any suggestion of this is met with outrage and indignance. So he must do all the traditional things to make her feel valued as a woman, but she is free to ignore any and all behaviors that validate him as a man. So what is the point of such a marriage? 8. Many post-war professional women don't understand that women's money, power, education, and influence are irrelevant to many men, compared to finding a woman who is younger, youthful, attractive, even-tempered, creative, respectful toward men, and has a sense of humor. No man in his right mind wants to marry a woman who wants to be the CEO at home. 9. Many post-war women want a man to protect, provide, produce for her, but have no interest in being his cheerleader and treating him as her hero. Some feel the only thing they have to bring to the table is what's between their legs, if that. Even the idea that women should bring anything at all to the relationship table can be met with resentment. Apparently these women are so special that just being in their presence is something that men should worship. Those days are gone for many men. One way to sum it up might be to say that many women over 30 want to be married without being wives. A significant number of marriages will fail because eventually the husband finds an attractive woman who is a wife and is waiting to get married. I have a niece. She focused on her career, on business, and she didn't date. Now she's 35 years old. She's complaining she can't find a man to date and even marry. She's panicking like crazy. And I don't blame her because as a cousin, I warned her that if she waits that long, she's going to find herself in deep shit. Years went by, and now that same niece realizes the weight of my words. So much so, she's on many dating sites, and even willing to meet men overseas, and I mean way overseas, not some close country. And now she is rushing with one guy because she, like most women of this age, are panicking that they don't want to die alone. They don't want to be alone. They have no one, and everyone already got married, and they are alone. They finally realize their job is just a job, and business can also be just business, and it doesn't fill the void they feel. Her biological clock is ticking fast, and she is even willing to marry men who already got married, or even have kids. All her logic and excuses have gone out of the window. These are reasons she'd never accept when younger, but now she is rushing, and it's going to be a disaster. She hasn't even met the guy, and she's talking about marriage. She is panicking because she is getting older. She is seeing that men are not noticing her, even when attractive, and she is just being desperate, while saying she is not being desperate. This is what desperate women do, and how they behave. You don't talk about marriage when you haven't even met the guy face to face, and you just text and photos. It's all going so fast that it's going to crash and burn later on. That's how desperate women can get. These women are the very ones who also complain. Where did all the good men go? That's what I call desperate. They had it all. Their youth, their looks. Even if they were average looking, they'd still be able to have a relationship and marriage, but they waited too late. Some women also, like my niece, are on depression pills. This medicine, that medicine, and some of these women even have very low libido. They have screwed their body up partying, messing around, or having a stressful job and life, that this can put a toll on the body. The energy that was all for having a serious relationship is gone. If you're getting to be 30, your picking of men is going to be very small, and you'll start to feel invisible. You will feel you have missed the train. This is no joke. One question puzzles me about this topic. Why would all these successful boss babes in their 30s, who have money, power, and influence, still want to get married? There are tons of options for such women, like sperm donors, IVF, surrogacy, adoption, and many more. It appears that getting married is still viewed by most women as a status symbol of their success as attractive females. The problem is, the value of marriage for many modern women seems to stop at its symbolic nature, rather than being viewed as a way to build a solid relationship, with all its challenges, with a good man. Too many women, in my view, want only the advantages of marriage, including the guaranteed post-divorce income, but none of the actual work and sacrifice it takes to first choose wisely and then build and maintain a solid family. Most men do want to be in a great relationship, but a simple return on investment analysis on dating, long-term relationships, and marriage in the Western world results in clear negative results. Unfortunately, Robin Williams was right about most relationships with Western women. It's better to be alone than be with someone who makes you feel alone. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.